Wow.
No,
that wasn't a genuine one.
Yeah,
I don't mean that this time.
No, we didn't feel it.
Nah.
It didn't feel it. It was like, I mean, actually, I really like this episode, but I'm mad. But like, I like the episode, but I hated the episode.
Yeah,
the show. This is gonna be, as a person who played the game. Yeah, I think the show's a 7 now.
What do you mean, like the whole show or just this episode?
Now the whole show. I loved it at the beginning. Hear me out.
Wait, before I don't have any experience with this is the first episode where I don't know anything about anything.
Which I think was, all right, cool. I'm very curious to hear how you felt watching it this way too. Yeah. So, all right. The reason I'm hating the show personally, not hating it, I'm losing. It's you know, even though if you average all the scores I gave these episodes, it would seem like my thing should be like a yeah. But it's starting to bug me a little bit that to me, I think I really wanted this to be an action show with drama elements, but it's a drama show with slight action elements.
But that's
very
what the game is, though.
No, the game is an action game with drama elements.
Not really. I think
you're shooting.
Yeah, but like I'm just
shoot for 15 hours out of 19.
The game is a medium for the story. It's just like the game. The
gameplay is fine. I think the gameplay is fire.
It's fine, but
I think it's fire.
It's mechanically excellent or whatever. But the story is like the game is just a vehicle to get the story out. And it all comes together great.
But I think all right, even to like play devil's advocate and agree with you, I think the way the game handles certain things makes the story more like believable. Yeah. Like we're not to go back an episode, but like last episode, like Joel and Ellie's relationship, if you're just watching the show, I was talking to Tyler, who we had on our regular podcast or on our main podcast, Panties In The Mouth podcast, PITM podcast, which we had a couple
Langlois.
So he binged the thing, and he was just telling me, like, as someone unfamiliar with the game, how close they're supposed to be, and you're supposed to believe they are, doesn't make sense. Yeah. But when you play the game, you go through so much actual crazy stuff that they didn't go through in the show because it was an action sequence.
There's also like a time difference in the game that isn't, or in the show.
The show's taking longer time.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you can't tell because everyone's still wearing the same clothes.
They're wearing the same clothes.
Everything looks the same.
And you as a viewer experience nothing in between. Yeah. Like in the game, you at least experience a shootout. You experience a crazy like action scene that like one of you saved the other from something crazy. Yeah. So it's like, oh yeah, I would love that person. They saved me from a bloater and a thing or like all this
clicker.
Yeah, clicker and all of this shit. But there's been like by this point in the game, you killed 100 things. Yeah, you know, like obviously you can't do that on TV.
I mean, Joel did kind of kill 100 clickers by blowing up a truck or 100 zombies. He had one day where he got the count up, dude. He had one count up number.
That was the episode 5 with Henry and them.
Yeah.
Well, no, he didn't even kill that many of them.
I mean,
remember
blowing up the truck was kind of like insolent. Like
blowing up the truck is how they got out.
Yeah, that's how they got out. Yeah,
if anything, that's how they thrived.
Yeah, you're right. He fucked up, dude. that's negative counts.
Yeah. Yo, they got out, killed all the other like the military from the. Like, yo, it's so funny when you think about it. Like, that group came, they were like, let's break free of Fedra, and then all died.
Yeah.
And that's one of the parts that actually is like a kind of a cool part of this episode that just happened. Like, close to the beginning, Ellie gets into that fight.
Let's start.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to segue.
There's no rabbit yet, whatever.
That rabbit's not going to happen. Joel, if it happens, it's happening next episode.
It technically happened.
No. See, you didn't play the DLC. That's what I'm just saying. Technically, it would be next episode.
No, but I mean, like last episode, it happened with the old guy. He had the rabbit over the snow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I was like, if that counts, that would be it.
If that counts, that would be. But if in the gameplay story, though, it would be next episode.
Gameplay's out the window, dude.
I fucking know.
Out the window.
And that's why I'm losing. That's why I'm losing interest. This show is for people who haven't played the game. You're telling me?
Yeah. Yeah. So the fucking default. that Joel pushes Ellie away. He was like, "Get away from me!" And even though she's just trying to help, He's like, look, it's my time.
I'm dying. Get to Tommy.
Yeah.
Which I think was him being like,
I
knew I was going to fuck this up.
Yeah.
I said it last episode. I was going to fuck this up. And Tommy's made me do this.
Yeah. Fucking Tommy.
Go back to Tommy where I knew you should have been in the
where
first
you could
place.
be safe. Yeah. And then that leads to Ellie frantically running through the house looking for who knows what.
Well, you don't actually see that to the end of the episode.
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't. Who knows what she's looking for?
The way the episode starts is she runs to the door and then
like
pauses
she's
and then
gonna leave him.
Yeah, and then she thinks she has a flashback.
She has yep, exactly. And then I say Riley's there. She's the girl from Euphoria.
Yeah. Oh, I think this episode. I think last episode of Cordyceps in the Mouth. I think I had a prediction that became not true this episode. I think I said that girl that she fights with was going to be Abby, and they say her name.
Bethany.
It wasn't Abby. So I was wrong.
It's okay.
I was pretty confident that I was going to be able to come back this episode and be like, told you.
Yeah, they probably didn't even meet or anything before. Right?
Yeah, no, that's how it was in the game. But they were taking so many other liberties, and they showed you Dina early and shit like that. So I was like,
a different liberty. Yeah,
that would have been a cool one to me.
Is Dina from the DLC too?
No, she's from part 2.
Okay,
she doesn't show up until part 2.
Yeah. Okay. Ellie fights that girl in the gym. She gets black eyed, and then that guy just
allegedly whooped her ass though.
We'll find out. She got one black eye.
She did get one black eye.
I don't know. You should have seen the other girl.
That's what we all say.
Yeah. She's talking to the officer, and he was like, "Look, you're out here being wild and shit. It's all about business. Just you do this, you get out here, and then you got a pension."
Yeah,
he just tried to give it a real life.
Yeah, he was talking to her just like a straight up a cop officer would be like, "Look, I know a lot of people get mad at what we do.
Yeah,
but you'll live good, you'll be happy. We call the shots. It's a nice life.
You get to have a goddamn fun time.
You get to have
look at these keys. I got a damn car.
I got a fucking car. These other people are shoveling shit.
Yeah,
get on board.
Yeah."
That is honestly though, in the apocalypse, being a federal officer is basically being a doctor.
Yeah,
economy,
just
where you are, the
safe.
Social standards.
Yeah,
I mean, you're you know what I mean. You're still gotta. I mean, in their QZ though wasn't as bad. There's been worse.
There's
QZs.
been much worse QZs. Yeah,
there's been what's a good police department historically?
Come on, man.
I know. I was sitting there. There's gotta be. There's somebody could throw out one good one and one bad one. Yeah, wherever there's not a lot of black people.
Their force is actually kind of mostly black in Dallas.
In Dallas,
I know that because of some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just saying things,
okay.
man. But they are it seems like they're the good. Even the guy, he has that line that I thought was actually really good.
He thinks he's a good guy.
Well, he thinks he's a good guy, but he really thinks he's a good guy, which I think is a very human thing.
It's the motivation they need to keep doing it. Because it's like being a Nazi soldier. I'm just doing it because.
I bet you most Nazi soldiers. This is gonna sound like real Kanye.
No.
But I bet you a lot of Nazi soldiers didn't necessarily the ones who weren't working at concentration camps weren't sitting there we're monsters because some of them didn't actually know that. A
lot of them were just thinking it's a job.
A lot of them are just fighting for their country.
Yes. And then Riley's. Oh,
sorry, Jews.
Riley's back. That was Riley coming back to
on this episode.
It's okay. That's Riley coming back to get Ellie, to take her, to show her some freedom. And then she takes her. They go to a corridor. There's a dead body in the corridor. That guy went out like a G. He was drinking Casamigos and some pills.
Drinking Casamigos and Oxycontin. Yeah, he went out. He was partying.
He was like, "Look, I'm done."
He was like, "It sucks here. I'm checking out.
Yeah.
I'm checking out, feeling good."
And then Riley was talking about meeting an old lady in the corridor, talking about and taught her how to got her into the Fireflies. That was Marlene, right?
That was I don't think that was Marlene. No. I think that old lady might have just been a random old lady, but then she met Marlene through that.
Yeah, it was Marlene or Tess.
And I think Marlene knew her already, though.
Riley, because that's her mom, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's her.
No.
I think her parents both died. She says it in the episode.
Yeah, but doesn't
I think Marlene's like a motherly figure.
Yeah, but I think Marlene says in the first episode, or she was just probably talking about Riley.
Yeah,
like, you're not following Riley's wishes. She's probably just talking. Yeah,
but like she said, Riley says to Ellie while they're crossing that bridge, she's like, "Hey, was that your first time seeing a dead body?" She was like, "No, my parents."
Yeah, yeah.
And she didn't say like my dad.
No,
she said my parents.
But I think Marlene. I think we put you guys in that camp at the first episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she's like, she was the woman who was like watching over them.
Yeah.
Like I think Ellie and Riley were like her young bulls. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But then she became a yeah. Okay. They see that body. The body's not. They get to the mall. They the mall. I thought it was going to be a fun mall montage, but it was literally just them fucking around on the elevator for a little bit to take me on.
I did like the look of
Take on Me
when they turned the lights on in the mall. Ellie's looking at it, and you just like they did paint a good picture of being like just seeing lights like that in the apocalypse.
A damn elevator,
an elevator,
or escalator,
escalator, escalator, and then the lights. Like the first time, like not to be like touristy, but the first time ever you see Times Square, it does look crazy.
Pretty sick. Yeah.
Like even being from Philly, like it's like I've seen a city before, but when you see
buildings are tall and got a lot of lights.
It got a lot of lights. It's something that hits you in like a woo.
Yeah, it hits you in your monkey brain.
And like she's gone from never seeing like even anything close to that. Like she's only seen like grass and like the lights they let you have on during the nighttime and shit to a mall. Like that probably looked nuts.
Yeah. And then they started hanging around the mall. Specifically, shout out to Foot Locker, shout out to Body Shop.
I wasn't sure.
Shout out Victoria's Secret.
I wasn't sure if Foot Locker was racist. It did make me laugh. They were like they sold some things they needed and some things they didn't. They just showed us ransacked Foot Locker.
Dude,
yo, Foot Locker was picked clean.
Dude, it was gone. The sign. They took the O from the sign.
They took the O.
Dude, I saw the Body Shop. I was like, shout out my fucking shower place. Shout out. Let's get some shower gel from there.
Shout out Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
They had,
that was their horny John.
Yeah, they did. That was a weird moment to write into the show.
What the
little girls looking at Victoria's Secret shit, and then the one going, "I'm imagining you in it."
Yeah.
Maybe I'm reaching.
Yeah,
but in my
I hate it, but I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't because I don't think any. The only part about it, when it was like little girls, the only part like you really like think about it is when she's like, I was 17, they're going to give me my assignment. And then you're like, oh, fuck. Yeah. But then like there's also like, you ever watch
I forgot
Big
she's
Mouth?
Older.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Big Mouth is, but it is something to things being animated and being real. But I wasn't too sensitive about it. I was just talking shit because we're doing. I was just being.
You're being a pub, dude.
Yeah. I was just sparking conversation.
Oh, the merry-go-round? That was a good pop?
That was good.
Is that what happens in the game?
That's what happens in the DLC. You go in the merry-go-round. Yeah. It does break at some point. But
she's like, I'm so stupid. If I knew how to make this thing work.
Yeah, I don't think I said it to you before we started recording, but I didn't say it on the pod. That was the part that's bothering me about the show, and even this part is during the actual thing, which was like only you can run through the DLC in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like if you're not whatever. But so it's not even much longer than the episode.
Yeah.
There was in the game. She's like, it goes back and forth. It's not just you hit a doorknob and she flashes back and you see all of this. Like every beat goes with what you're going through. So it'll like take you to Riley moments.
Yeah.
Then it'll go back to like you doing more in the real world, trying to help Joel moments. Back and forth until you get to like a cool action scene.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to break into where Joel is, and you kill a couple guys to keep them from getting to Joel. Which obviously at this point, like we said, it's a drama show with a little action, which is fucking bothered me.
Yeah.
I want more action.
I mean, dude, you fucking pay for it. Pay for it, dude.
I'm hoping the show gets big enough that they can afford to like do a couple.
Well, season 2 is like not really. Well, dude. Also, you think about it, all the action's coming.
It's not going to happen.
All the action's coming.
You think they're going to have a heavy action?
Think about how like the beginning was fucking all action. The beginning was the way we expected it, and then
you think they'll close strong?
They have to. Because everything they're doing seems like a thing they did to cut costs.
I hope you're right.
It seems like a cost-cutting measure for the thing. Because PlayStation's cheap. You ever see any of their shows before? You ever see Power? Not Power. Is that what it was called? Power?
I don't know.
That
Power
one show
I know is the
was-
50 show.
Yeah, they had a show Powers. The superhero
Oh
show.
yeah, I never watched it. It looked bad.
It was just cheap.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just cheap.
Just cheap CG.
Yeah. Shout out more to. Oh wait, didn't get there yet. They go to the photo booth. The photo booth was cool.
That was just like that's in the DLC.
Yeah.
The whole thing, them like trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Like it's a quick time event in
Yeah.
the game. Like you can do like square for silly
Yeah.
faces or whatever.
Dude, this is the most I ever connected with Ellie, just not knowing when a girl wants to kiss you. This is the most I ever connected.
Yo, Riley was giving her all the signs. Like
Yeah.
she got close to her to the tongue
Yeah.
out, like it's like inches from her face. She was like, "Yo, Ellie, I brought
Ellie
you to."
she even pushed her. She's like, "Fucking get off me, dude."
Yeah, she told her, she was like, "I'm imagining you in lingerie."
Yeah.
What?
All the fucking signs. Then next, she's like, all right, this is enough. I've had enough fun for today. I got to get back to bed. I got to wake up in the morning. And Riley's like, dude, listen. And they did the ears. And then she heard the sounds and the spectrum. She's like, I guess I got to go see what this fucking noise is. And it's a goddamn arcade with fucking Tetris, fucking what was it? The racing game? What's it? Oh,
Like
Cruising
Daytona
USA.
something. Yeah, Cruising USA.
Yeah, Daytona. They had that. Daytona isn't Daytona Beach or whatever.
But the classic racing game in every arcade.
And then the thing that got me popped, Mortal Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Dude.
And they played it just like people who don't know how to play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Like when Ellie hit her with that just high punch combo,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, yo, that's what we all used to do.
Yeah.
First time we picked up Mortal Kombat.
Yep. That's the first combo.
Yeah.
The first combo. And then you're like, I'm hooked.
Yeah. All that blood, all
Yep.
them straight jabs.
And then they did two of the best fatalities from the game. They did the Melina suck you up, turn you into bones. And then the Baraka, the fucking shred you. Yeah.
The only one I like a little more than that is maybe Raiden's. Raiden's is pretty cool. He just shocks you till you explode.
Yeah. Then after that, Ellie's like, I really got to fucking go.
Yeah.
And then Riley's like, but wait, I still got a couple more things to show you. And then she takes her to her bed.
No, wait, before that, though. Oh, wait. Before that, no, that's when she finds the bombs, right?
No, then she gives her the book.
Oh, she gives her the book and then they find the bombs.
I don't know about any bombs.
That's right. Must have been right. Okay, I didn't rewind fast enough.
Yeah.
Because all right, disclosure. We watched the last 15 minutes because we had to meet up.
They don't give a fuck.
Fair enough. But yeah. So when she gives her the book, Ellie walks over and sees like some like pipe bombs.
Yeah.
And she asks her and then she's like, "Oh, so you didn't just find this? They put you here."
Yeah.
And she's kind of like, "Yeah, I've been here making bombs for the Fireflies." And she's like, "To kill guard," and that hits Ellie because that's what Ellie's been training to do.
It's a guard.
That's to be like a guard and shit. So
that's why she storms off.
That's why she storms off. She gets mad. Well, while they're having that conversation, before she completely storms off, she tells her. Riley tells Ellie, they're going to send me to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm really here to say goodbye to you because you're my best friend, and that's what really makes Ellie mad. And then she walks away. She walks away.
She storms off, and then she's like, just like when every girl storms off, she's like, I don't really mean it. She comes back, she's like, give me the book. If Riley would have followed her, she wouldn't have came back. No.
yeah. She just left, but she didn't follow her, so she came back.
She found her in the Halloween store. They're in the Halloween store. Then they start dancing, wearing masks, loud as shit.
That was just from
loud
the game.
as hell.
Yo, Ellie and her were so loud.
Just acting like they're not in the damn infected apocalypse.
There's never a moment they should be as loud as they get in this show sometimes.
Look, well, fucking hey, there's nobody here, and they should just be quiet. There's always someone listening.
Yeah, even if it's not an infected, maybe it's just a different creepy guy trying to die on oxys.
Yeah. It's like, these bitches are too loud. I'm trying to die in here.
I'm trying to die in here, about to kill him so I can get some peace and quiet.
I'm trying to die off of George Clooney and Pfizer. Then they're loud. The clicker comes in, attacks. Riley shoots it twice, hits it once, doesn't finish it off, keeps running. Then it comes back, grabs Ellie. Some action ensues, just kind of action packed. Ellie gives
kind of action packed?
Ellie gives it 2 jabs to the guts. She gives it some big bang.
Little big bang to the guts.
Then after that, it comes back after Ellie. Then Riley
hits it with the classic pipe move from the
hits
game.
With the pipe from the game. Gives him 2 minks, and then he gets up, comes after Riley. Then Ellie comes through with the classic shank
Shake right in the head.
Right in the head.
Killed so many clickers that way. My day.
Yeah. My day killed about 4,000 or 5,000 clickers like that. Then and then they're like, "Whoo, we fucking did it!" And then they reveal they've been bitten.
Yeah, they both been bitten, and they have very accurate like freakouts. I think.
Yeah.
Like Ellie has we're
gonna break it everything, fuck it all.
Yeah. Fuck it all. And Riley has what I think was, because I was listening to something that they said it was she has she's seen her parents die and shit. Ellie's never had anything happen to anybody she's care about. Like, so this is herself and her friend.
Yeah.
But her friend had dealt with it. But also, she's the reason they're there. Like, Riley's like, come here, it'll be great. And then they come and both die.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They didn't die yet, but that's what they think they have.
If you're going to kill me, this would be the perfect place.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Do they not know anything about foreshadowing? You don't say
They know everything about foreshadowing.
Yeah, HBO does, not fucking Ellie.
Yeah.
She signed her own fucking death wish right there.
Big mouth idiot.
Dummy.
And then they're both coping with their bites. Riley's looking at her gun. She's like, I got 3 options we can do. We can fucking, I don't like option 1. It's option 2, we can just live out the rest of our lives.
Go crazy, be all poetic and shit. That's a quote right out the DLC.
Yep. And then option 3, and Riley was like, what's option 3? She was like, and they started crying. Then it was
to me that was like I thought they were both actors were very good. I love this whole episode, to be honest. Like, I love their whole chunk of the episode.
Yeah.
I like that was them two together. I hated the parts that were Ellie in the current.
Yeah. And then they cry. And then it comes back to Ellie in the current, and she just looks for
She luckily finds
a needle and thread.
Yeah. And then goes and gives Joel stitches without disinfecting his wound, the needle, or anything.
Yeah.
He should die because of the medical procedure she did on him, but he's not gonna.
Well, and that's the end of the episode, basically.
That is, yeah.
But to set up the next episode, I think that's probably one of the reasons why she gets involved with the cannibals, because they have the
she's
antibacterial.
Just like in the game, that's what she's looking for him. She runs across them while she's hunting. Yeah, and then
I think if you're like going to get a fucking infection, it doesn't matter if you're going to get an infection anyway. I don't think it'll matter like the.
It's better than letting his
fucking sepsis.
She did the best thing, but at the same time, it's kind of like, you don't got a match. How do y'all start fires out there?
Dude.
Just at least burn the needle a little bit.
Burn some water.
It might even make it go in a little easier. Something.
Yeah. It's easy to pierce hot skin. Don't ask me how I know that. Yeah. Do you have a rating for this episode, Nate?
This episode, I'm gonna give 8. I thought all the parts with Ellie and Riley were great, beginning to end. But I thought the parts where it's in the current world, it's been disappointing me how much of the cool action scenes they're leaving out the show. I can't not hate it. I hate that they're doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck you, home box office.
It's Druckmann, dude.
No, please don't. I will. One day.
Dude, was this episode written by Scott Adams? No, I'm joking. Another joke. No. Yeah. I think I got to agree with you. Probably an 8. I also, I didn't really.
How did you feel not knowing what was going to happen this time? Was it exciting? Was it kind of just lame?
Well, it didn't move me.
I feel like that might be a thing.
Yeah.
I think if you haven't played the game, the show might not be that good.
Yeah.
I think the first few episodes were great. I think the episode 3 was such a good story that it fooled people into being like, this whole story is great. And then episode 4 is kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Episode 5 is great because of the end, but like that's why it's great, is the end for the most part. And then episode 6 was fine. Yeah. And then this episode, like it's
but right
it's
now,
not the masterpiece I thought it was.
I feel like it's the lull until the end.
But there's no lull in the game. That's the thing.
But you can't like have a show that's like blah 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 blah, because then
it'll just cost a ton of money.
No, you can't, because then what are the stakes?
The stakes are the same stakes. Like if they'd have had like the Bill's town.
Yeah,
if they would have actually showed
the
like
traps.
Yeah, the traps.
But then they were going to kill Bill the whole. Like Bill's going to die with Frank the whole time.
He didn't in the game.
I know.
But you know, if they were going to do it, they still want to do the romance. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But then, all right, so then just back to the, like, there's a whole part where, you know, they're running from the truck and shit, but they're like running from the truck. They jump in the water.
Yeah.
And then Ellie saved by, like, in the game, Ellie and Joel are saved later by Henry and the brother because they almost drown.
Yeah.
But, like, they don't get that hero. Like, none of that happens. Like,
because it makes sense they're more wanted now. Why would they just be out in the open saving people?
They weren't. They were wanted then. They were trying to kill them then too.
Yeah.
It was just they got away, and they happened to see them when they actually. Because I think if I remember right, Henry and Sam abandoned Joel and Ellie right before that.
Because they actually saw them getting attacked, and they just ran away.
They were trying to climb up over something.
Yeah.
Sam and Henry got over, and then something broke, and then Joel couldn't get up, and then Ellie jumped down to stay with Joel. But she was already up too. It was just Joel almost got left by himself, and Ellie didn't leave him.
He's old.
No, I think a ladder broke.
Yeah.
But so 8 for me, 8 for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully this thing. I mean, I'm saying hopefully this thing
I'm
picks
telling
up.
you, dude.
It was just so good to me at the beginning.
Episode 10, man.
8's not a bad rate.
Episode 9.
Episode 9. I think the next episode in the like what's coming up next look pretty good. It looks like they hit everything.
If they do another horde.
I'm curious if they will, because
they may not do a horde.
But in the show, I mean, in the game, a horde, like that's what happens.
Yeah.
In fact,
they did the horde earlier though.
Exactly. I can see them not doing it again.
Yeah.
This would be the third horde, because they did the one at the very beginning.
This will be the third horde. They have to have the horde.
If
they don't have the horde, complete 2 points off. If they don't have a horde, it's already
whole series is a 6.
No, not the whole series, dude.
Whole series is a 7.
Dude, watch this episode 9 is 9 episodes. Episode 9, when they get to where they gotta get, and they have to make that decision, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Hopefully.